Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.
Welcome back. So we will have a session for the subject power quality. My name is Satya Prakash. I belong to the Department of Electrical Engineering from Zeal College of Engineering and Research, Pune. So today in this session we will try to discuss or we will try to have an importance of power quality as well as we will try to see the symptoms of poor power quality. So first let's start with the importance. Now, before starting with importance, first we should understand what power quality is. Though I have discussed about this in the prior session, I will just wind up in one line what power quality is. So power quality is defined as any problem or any issues which is there into the system which is not normal. Any abnormal activity into the system, into the power system or into the network will be treated as power quality issues. Mind it is power quality issues. For example, you don't have electricity. For example, your equipment is rebooting itself many a times. For example, your equipment is shut down, that is your system is shut down. So these are all power quality issues. So any problem which is having with your system, that is power quality issues. Now why this is happening, that is technical and that is what is power quality, which means any problem into the voltage, current or the frequency deviation, which means any electrical parameter deviation is known as power quality issues, which could lead to the malfunctioning or the failure of the equipment. So this is what power quality is. Normally, since everything is associated with the voltage which is there, so that's why many times power quality is directly said as the voltage quality. So power quality is a synonym for voltage quality as well. Now there are different point of views for looking at the power quality. For example, if I say that is a normal customer, that is a normal domestic consumer, I will say that for me power quality is 24-hour power supply. If I get 24 hours of power supply at my home, I will say the power quality is good. The industry will have a different point of view. For them, it could be a proper reactive power as well. The power factor should be maintained. For them, three-phase supply should be there. Reactive power should be maintained. There can be n number of parameters for them. From utility point of view, they will say that from my side, I don't have any issue. I am supplying the power. Whatever problem is happening, it is because of your devices. It's not from my end. I will have a different point of view, that is utility, service provider. So every single entity into the system, that is the consumers or the service providers or the industrial consumers, they will have a different point of view for power quality. So altogether, if I try to define power quality, then for different people, it can have different types of definitions. So power quality's definition will change from person to person, from consumer to consumer. Let's try to see some point of view. For example, if I take it from utility point of view, the utility point of view will simply say that from my end there is no issue. The supply is maintained throughout 24 hours, 24 into 7 throughout 365 days. And if problem is occurring, it might be definitely because of the natural causes, which you can see here. It's 66% of the problems which is occurring, utilities say it's because of the natural cause. Or it could be from your end, that is customer end, 25%. From utility side, they will always say from our side, it is only 1% problem which is occurring from our side. So this is a point of view from the utility side. Now similarly, if we talk about the consumers, they will have a different point of view. The consumers are one who will always blame the utility or the nature. Might be that's a natural cause. If not natural, then that must definitely be the service provider, that is utility side. So the consumers will always point out towards the utility. Customers, they will always feel from my end the problem is not there. It is always on the utility side. Now similarly, manufacturers will have a different point of view altogether. Now manufacturers, they have to just manufacture the equipments. So from their point of view, what is the power quality? From their point of view, the power quality is meeting the standards on which my device will work satisfactorily. Which means if I'm making a device or if I'm manufacturing something, that should work properly at the rated voltage or the rated current, or I should say the rated parameters. So for manufacturers, if I'm able to produce my equipments or devices on the rated parameters, and if it works properly on those rated parameters, I am having a good power quality. So this is a point of view from manufacturers. So this is how point of view changes, and this is how the significance of power quality changes from person to person. Let's come on to the significance of power quality. Though we have already discussed from the point of view of entirety. Now, one basic significance for everybody, whether it's utility, whether it's the commercial consumers or it's the domestic consumers, it's about economic value. The primary thing is economically it should be feasible. The most important thing. Second thing is why we are having so much significance for power quality, because we are moving into an era of automation and modern equipments. Now, because of this automation and modern equipment, what has happened, we have different types of sensitive devices. Now, all those sensitive devices have to work properly, and for that, they need precise amount of voltage and precise amount of current. I mean to say, they need precise amount of electrical parameters. So for that, I need proper power quality. So the power quality has to be very effective. Next, other significance apart from this, interconnectivity of the networks. Right now we are having one nation, one grid, which means all the network is interconnected together. You would remember in 2012 there was a blackout issue where 620 billion people were affected. Why this happened? There was some power quality issue into the network, and since everybody is connected together, huge number of consumers will be affected. And this is happening because now we have distributed generation. Solar is coming into the picture. We have power plants, we have power grids, we have wind energy, we have batteries, we have natural resources. Everything is connected together, and because of this, now the power quality has become more significant. Next, we will see symptoms of poor power quality. How to identify that quality of the power is not good? Just like here, you can see you are having a yellow sinusoidal wave, which is not a pure sinusoidal wave, which is going across a device that is correcting the power, and later on you are having a good power, that is a pure sinusoidal wave. So let's try to see how you will identify how this power quality is poor. What are the symptoms? Let's see. So what are the symptoms of power quality which is poor? It's very simple. The equipment fails on the same time of the day. Every day my system is rebooting or it is shutting down at 11 a.m. or so. Every day it's happening. There is some issue. There is some issue with the power which is available at your home. My equipment gets failed, it's crashed, it burned out when there was a thunderstorm. There is again a power quality issue. There must be definitely some grounding problem, because the thunderstorm, the high current which is there into the thunderstorm, it has not been grounded properly, and that has reached to your equipment and that has damaged your equipment. So this is also a power quality issue. And these are the symptoms through which you can identify. The circuit breaker which is connected for security purpose, it is tripping without any reason. There is no overload, still it is tripping. It means this is a symptom of some issue with the power which is available with you. This is a symptom. Other symptoms are also there. All the automated systems are restarting themselves. They are stopping at a point of time without any apparent reasons. There is no reason for that. Your equipment, the electronic equipment is having a blast. It is having malfunction. It is totally failing on a very frequent basis. So these are all symptoms. The same equipment works properly at one location, but it doesn't work properly at the second location, which means the second location is having some power quality issue. It is not having proper voltage, or any other electrical parameter would be missing or would be improper, which is not suitable for that device. So this is also a symptom through which you can understand there is a power quality issue. There are other symptoms as well. Electricity bill, the biggest one. I have a huge electricity bill. How is it possible? There must be something wrong. I don't use this much of energy. So if there is a power factor penalty or you have high demand charges, then surely it is a power quality issue, and this is a big symptom through which you can identify the poor power quality. So thank you very much. I hope you have understood the significance of power quality and the methodologies through which you can identify the poor power quality. So next session we will come up with the other part of power quality. Thank you very much.
Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.